wrapping up the market action for the day. Phenomenal day. I'll say that the Nifty is ending at the highest point of the day, 200 points higher on the Nifty. The adjusted closing would be slightly below 16,000, but that's okay. I think the market participants know, that there's been a bit of a breakout today. The Bank Nifty is up 1.6%. The mid-cap index is up about 1.9%. Advanced decline was positive. And once again, just to reiterate, take a look at the top 10 gainers. You have Bajaj Finance, you have Britannia, you have Bajaj Finserv, you have Hindustan Unilever, you have Eicher Motors, you have Hero MotoCorp, you have Asian Paints, you have Maruti Suzuki, you have a Titan, you have a Kotak Mahindra Bank, you have a Tata Consumer, in fact BPCL, Bajaj, Shree Cement. So top 14 names are all domestic, some sort of consumption names that we have. That really has been the story of the day today. There were others as well, like Mahindra and Mahindra, Nestle, State Bank of India did well. So a lot of stocks doing well. Not too many losers. Because ONGC was down about 5%. It's been a rough month for ONGC, down 20% now in just last 3 or 4 days. And of course, there was some decline in names like NTPC and Power Grid. But Nigel, good day for broader market.
Well, that's right. I know it's a very, very good day for broader markets. But just a word on the Nifty. It appears now we'll actually be ending closer to around 16,000. And I say that because the average will be considered of the last hour. But the last, last 10 minutes or so, the Nifty actually traded above that 16,000 odd mark. So we could end closer to around 16,000 on a weighted average basis. Stocks that did well then from the broader markets. Kiri Industries, from the word go, that stock was off to the races. Ajmera Realty, we don't talk about that very often, but that one was up and about. Tube Investments, we highlighted that a couple of times. So that stock as well did pretty well in today's trading session. Kansai Nerolac, that's a paint and an auto play as well. So that stock, in fact, was one of the outperforming stocks, up close to around 7.5%. Saregama, well, that went off the list after the kind of correction we've seen from the peak, but that one bounced back. Welspun Corp up close to around 7% in trade today. You had a Seat as well that was up and about. And Elcon Engineering, we had the management joining us, I think around 10 days or so ago. They sounded very, very optimistic on margins, debt reduction, as well as on top-line growth. And that one, in fact, did end with solid gains today. So to wind things down, the bulls set their eyes on the 16,000 odd mark. They gradually started moving towards that mark. And the last tick is above that 16,000 odd mark. On a closing basis, we'll end closer to around 16,000. What powered us ahead today was the Nifty Bank. That, in fact, ended with a good gain of close to around 1.5%. And more importantly, on a technical basis as well, the Nifty Bank ended closer to around the 50 DMA. So that was the data point that we are looking at. The mid-cap index as well, it looked pretty good. Or nearly 2% gain, in fact, is what we saw on that one. And there were plenty of gainers in the broader market. So on a closing basis, actually, the Nifty Bank, it almost ended bang in line with the 50 DMA. As we speak, it's the last tick was at around 34,320, and the 50 DMA is at around 34,371 odd. As I said, the Nifty, the average number has come out. We should bring it up for you on the screen. 15,990. That's the weighted average close price that's already been calculated by exchanges, and it's put up. I think if we pull up the Nifty plate, we'll get that number.